What's going on, everybody? My name is Sean, and I'm a trainer for Rosedale Transport. I've been driving out here for about 15 years, and in today's video, I'm going to discuss with you what new drivers should expect to make in the first year. But before we get into this video, I need you to make sure that if you get any value from this, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to teach you things that the CDL school will not teach you. Let's get into it. There's a lot of different answers and questions about, hey, what should a driver expect to make in his first year? And it's a really deep subject because it depends. It depends on what do you want to do. Are you want to run tanker? Or you want to run hazmat? Do you want to be at home more? Do you mind staying out more? Do you want to do wide loads? It's a wide range of things. So what I did is I did a little bit of research, and I'm going to go over some of these posts that we did on Facebook and on YouTube, and I want to read you some of the questions and answers, and then after that I'm going to give you my opinion and my thoughts of what a driver should expect to make their first year. So I asked this question on a Facebook post, and these are some of the answers I got. It all depends on where and what you're willing to do. Matt said, I say 50 to 7, your location is a factor. Dale says 65,000 your first year. Trucking has always been based on experience. A brand new driver shouldn't be coming in demanding 100,000. That is so true right there. I do like that, and we're going to go back and comment more on that in a minute. Never what you make. It's all about what you're able to save. That is also a great answer. Anywhere between 50 to 100 depends on what, where, and how hard you run and how fast you learn. That is also a great. These are some great answers so far. I started off in 1993 making 23 cents a mile, driving a cab over international for a company that no longer exists. No more. Maybe some old schoolers may have seen their trucks going down the road back then. Dallas Corporation out of Rockwell, Texas. There are so many variables, it's really hard to calculate it. Are they working for a mega carrier, small and pop percentage, or mileage? Which area do they live in? What are they pulling, touch freight or non-touch freight endorsements? Very good point there. Tom said I did over 70,000 last year. First year, 17 years ago, I started off at 17 cents a mile. Only stuck with it because I had a passion for driving trucks. Now these times I would say 50 cents a mile flat, and then pay increase every 6 months of 2 cents. Michael says I made 85,000 first year in a day cab hauling mail short haul in Asheville, North Carolina. You have a drive axle dump, $1,200 a day. So as you can see, there's a lot of different views that you can go with. So I'm just going to tell you some about my experience and what I know. I'm a trainer right here, so I train new drivers. So I know what they pay here at Rosedale Transport. But listening to drivers who come from other companies, I have a YouTube channel, so I'm always talking to a lot of people. It seems like new drivers are making anywhere from 40 cents up to about 52 cents, depending on what part of the country that is OTR. Now, you've got companies that will hire you locally that pays you by the hour. You can get 20, anywhere from 17 to $30 an hour, unloading and loading your trucks. I drive OTR. I try to stay out anywhere from 7 to 14 days at a time. So if you came to Rosedale Transport right out of school, they hire you at 51 cents, which is on the top of the level. They pay more than just about anybody. I'll put the number at the bottom of the screen. It'll be there to the end, 706-226-1003. Guys for Tina, tell them I sent you there, and they'll get you started. But they pay pretty much more than anybody. But you've got to think about a few things. What do you want out of your CDL? Are you looking to stay home every night? Are you looking to, some companies are going to keep you out a month at a time. What are you willing to sacrifice for that money? Are you wanting to run teams? Teams may pay a little more. I can't run like a team. I can't do that. I don't like unloading my own freight. You can make a lot of money, unloading your freight, and you don't drive much. You just constantly drive the road and just constantly hustling all day. A lot of manual labor. So you have to look into that. But what I can tell you about what I do is, when new drivers came here, they come to Rosedale, they're making $150 a day training. And that's typical. I've talked to a few different other companies like at Swift and PTL, and their drivers make anywhere from $100 up to $175 a day. Rosedale pays $150 a day for training. And you say, well, I was making this amount of money, and now I don't want to make, $700 a week training. I can't do that. You got to look at it. Training is still training. They're taking a chance on you, so they're not gonna pay you a lot to learn the business, but you're still getting paid. But after you're done with training, and training is usually 4 to 6 weeks, depending on where you go. There's some companies that are longer than that. With Rosedale, it's anywhere between 3 to 5 weeks. Typical is 4 to 6 weeks, depending on which company you choose. They pay you $150 a day. Then after that, you come to 51 cents a mile. How hard do you want to run? If you stay out here and you want to run 3,000 miles a week and you want to just do 34-hour break home and keep rolling, then you make it $1,200 to $1,500 a week right out of school. That is what the drivers here are making here at Rosedale Transport. It's $1,200 to $1,500 right out of school, right after training. So you got to call around and do your research and find out, it's more than just pennies per mile. There's some companies that might pay you 55 cents a mile, but if you're getting 1,000 miles a week, there's no win on. So you need to consider the factor of miles and home time and what works for you, because what works for you may not work for somebody else. Equipment matters. So a lot of the loads matter. Is it dedicated freight? Is it drop and hook? Is it, are you waiting a long time to get unloaded? Here at Rosedale, they're 90% drop and hook. Hey, if you're an experienced driver, you still need to call the number at the bottom of the screen. They pay a little more for experienced drivers depending on your experience, but like I said, I've been working here. I started here right out of school. I was a new person right out of school. I worked here 3.5 years. I left. I went to Heartland. I've tried hot shots. I've tried local deliveries, unloading my own freight, and I'm back here, and this is where I should have stayed the whole time. This is a great company, and I couldn't ask for better. The people treat you here with respect, and they're just awesome to work with. But it's a real deep question on what to expect your first year. I would say that at your first year trucking, $1,200 to $1,500 a week, it should be what you should get. Now, I don't expect to come out here and make $2,000 a week, right off the beginning. Take this time to learn and get seat time. Don't chase the dollar. Don't chase these bonuses and go from company to company. Get in here and stick with the company for a minute and get it. You know what I'm saying? And learn. And then the more you learn, the safer you are, and then eventually you're going to get paid more money. And it's a great business to be in. I love it. I love truck driving. Hey, if you're new to my channel, hit make sure that subscribe button. If you got any value from it, hit that like button. It's Trailing Life with Sean. Get it. Talk to you about what that little light means. So after catching that problem, we get it fixed. So we're about to walk in here. Got to go by the law. Got to be safe out here. We don't want no DOT violations. All done, taken care of. Just do the right thing, John. Rosedale Transport, and today's video. All right, CDL tip of the day. When you're picking up an empty trailer, you want to make sure when you open it that it is empty. So we're going to check this trailer out right here before we get rolling and make sure she is empty. And it's, hello, yep, empty trailer. Make sure that the floors are not damaged. You can look up in here and make sure if you visibly see any holes in there, then you don't want to pick it up. You want to red tag it and get somebody to fix it. Or, if you happen to see any leaks or if you see water in there, that's something you want to stay away from, because if not, they will, the next shipper can reject you. And, you drive all the way over there and they reject you, then you got to go spend time to get it fixed. But if you did find something like that, just red tag it, call it in, let them know. It's Trailing Life with Sean. Let's get it. Appreciate you watching today's video. I really do. But as you can tell, I've lost a lot of weight. And how I did it was on the carnivore diet. I found a diet that helped me. I lost over 60 pounds inside the truck by eating carnivore. I reversed my diabetes. I feel better. I feel so much more healthy. I have so much more energy. But I did it, like I said, all from the truck with a $30 air fryer. So eventually I created a book right here. It's called The Trucker's Carnivore Cookbook. You can get it on Amazon for $9.99. It has 100 air fryer recipes that you can cook in the truck. No mess. Very simple. It keeps you full, keeps you going, and it'll help you lose weight. If you don't lose weight in the first 30 days by using my air fryer cookbook right here, money back guaranteed. So go to Amazon today, get the book for $9.99. Let's keep getting it going. Let's turn off Sean, baby. Let's get it.